Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3. I kind of left this at a cliffhanger in the last episode. Didn't really do that much except spend all our money to build up our provinces and some of our armies in the last episode. So it was a rather uneventful episode. We have these agents that are running around causing havoc and being a general nuisance, and they have leveled up quite a bit from being inside of our territory. If I could just hit the thing. There we go. This one is already level 6. It's not good. This one is level 4. Doesn't appear to have... Well, I don't know if it has any skill points in this. I mean, he managed to assassinate one of my alchemists, so... But we'll see how that goes. For now, let's click end turn and see where things move on from here. Rebellion in Eastern Steppes. Karak Azorn has been obliterated. Fortress of Ice was lost, but that was the rebellion. That's fine. Oh, it wasn't this turn. We can move the compass again. 3577. I think we'll move it to the Great Bastion to try to get these things back. Because I would rather like to do this. This is the lower level one. Let's try to assassinate him. I doubt we'll be able to do it, but it's worth the attempt. Ooh, success. That means we'll level up her assassination skills. There is a guy out here who is in ambush stance, I think. Or was that here? I'm not sure. I'll just stay where I am. There are some building upgrades available. We have that done in Pomei. That is good. Might want to change these around.
Defender, sent by the Emperor. I shall claim it.
And Terracotta Graveyard. This would be my to go to, but I don't need to build that right now. Go with money. Yeah, that's fine for now. You are beneath notice. Right. Ambusher has been discovered. Sven Crowbrethren. We might be able to get a mission for him. No. Let's just browse through the quick deal options. Oh, here we are. I don't know if I want to do trade agreements with the ogres. Although, this guy is at war with the oracles of Tzeentch.
The boss.
So is that guy. But I would rather like to cultivate relations with the Empire.
Approach and make your offer, but I make no promises.
All right. Obey me.
What? Approach and make your offer.
Very well. Tyrant.
Good.
Child of the
City Commander.
Getting closer here now. On both of these. Good.
Are you all Tzeentch?
That's an agent, but let's get rid of Sven. And pop back in. Miao Ying, you can go closer. Let's see, you can go there. Jidong, let's try to assassinate again. No, we can't. Because she has... When you do an assassination, you get exhaustion. Okay, let's move here.
Yang sends me.
I govern in the Emperor's name.
You can just stay where you are. Yuan Shanfu got a level, so let's take one more point in fervent.
My high station.
And have a look at the buildings we can build. This is growth, so no. This one I want to build. Then the market here. And I think we'll go with the spice trading posts. Apparently I can build more, but I don't particularly feel like doing it, so... 1 yin. Would be nice to get that into harmony, but... we could get that from here eventually. Yeah. Kostaltin. Somehow, I suspect that he has been inspired by Rasputin. Oh, he's taken Erengrad.
Our ancient empire has not survived until now without friends.
Paul wants me to drag into the war with the Jade Custodians. I still don't want to do that. I'm going to do some adjustments to the camera because there are a lot of these that I don't need to see, and the camera floating across half the map, or nearly the entire map, is a little bit excessive. Thank you, that helps. Caravans are really... the caravans are really nice. That is a good item. However, I don't have any cavalry, so... not that useful currently. I think I'll unequip it from him, just in case, because I don't want to lose it in case he should have some kind of an accident. What you unequip. I haven't looked at the ancillaries and magic items for a while, but there isn't really... well, the Armor of Fortune.
The Emperor's chosen daughter.
The dragon-blooded.
Yeah, sure. It's 5 ward save. Although, not on Huan Hao. Rather put it on Yuan Shanfu. Obsidian Amulet, spell resistance. We also have these two. I think we'll just merge them or fuse them. Get a Helm of Discord. I suppose that is good enough.
Windshaker.
Warden of the Great Bastion.
You can just stay around here.
As one.
This has been torn down, so that's fine. So we could go out to the Iron Storm and tear that down.
Natural authority.
You know nothing.
Power in the blood.
Should we take out these? Ugh, Norscan Warhounds.
Celestial ancestors.
A step too far.
See if we can get any missions for one of them. That's Svanvir Njalsson and Vandred.
Lord Magistrate.
Get both of them, but we can only take one mission, so...
Chaos sends chaff against us. Spill.
Let's fight this battle. Reinforcements coming in there. Guess we'll be corner camping up here then. Maybe not because of this chasm here.
The celestial faithful.
Cannons!
Another useful thing is the speed of these artillery is 30, so they are not that slow compared to
Warrior crossbows.
the artillery in the traditional Warhammer factions.
Order and balance. Defenders of Cathay.
Stone and steel!
Never conquered.
Wind and fire.
Shogungan sorcerer! Order and harmony! Descendant of dragons!
The yin yang is in harmony, good.
Without fail!
It does help that they have oxen to pull the cannon. They are actually faster than the Jade Warriors.
At once!
No. Well, you do have the Storm of Shadows. Look of Jet can be useful, but the Storm of Shadows is probably the most useful here in terms of slowing down the enemy units. Do you have any missile units? These guys have 12 ammunition and they actually have some rather decent missile strength. Armor piercing shield breaker. Huh.
Grand cannon! Yes! With infinite pride!
I like these cannon. They are pretty in.
Wind and fire! For the Emperor!
I wouldn't call them horribly accurate, but then again, it's kind of difficult to hit from the angle they're firing from.
Cannons. Thoughts in harmony.
And they can't see most of our units. I'm not entirely sure what they're up to. Not that I'm complaining. We can thin them out with artillery while they're waddling around. That's not a problem for me.
Without hesitation, celestial fury.
That was a nice shot there. Ooh, those two were good too. Ah, perfect. Nice.
Grand cannon.
That broke it.
We obey. Minds as one.
That probably breaks that one as well. No. Well,
Fight as one. Cannons. Anything for Cathay. Restore order.
I feel they have a lot of ammunition as well. I mean, they've fired a couple of times now, and
Without a hesitation.
without a hesitation. Let's see here. All of you guys. Do that.
Defend the realm. Defend the realm. Thoughts in harmony. Master of the winds.
Cannot overcast yet, so
Young Spain. Wind and fire.
these guys are dead.
Attacking unison. The celestial faithful.
The celestial faithful.
Let's do that, and
Minds as one. Peasant
all of you
archers.
shoot at him.
Whatever is required. Never conquer. Wind and fire.
Offspring of dragons. Raise the dragons. Stone and steel.
And I'm quite content with them being braced at the moment. Not that happy with what happened here. That is just annoying.
Stone and steel.
But fine.
Jade crossbows. For the Emperor.
delete him, please. Thank you. There's no reason not to expend the ammunition for as long as they are within range. There we go. The losses were mostly among the peasant long spearmen, it would seem. I can't see any other units. Yeah, some of the Jade Warriors and some of the peasant long spearmen. So all in all, a pretty good battle. Not that I expected it to be difficult. We'll take the casualty replenishment rate malus for the tiny amount of money. We got a Fu Hung monk.
Shugengan Lord reporting. Zhen Yang shows the way.
Ally mission successful. Very good. Garrison Lord not moved. Stay where you are. Wan Hao, you are down here in Shangyang. Still a little bit of corruption left here, but I'm going to go with that.
From my ancestors.
Our caravan master. Let's get better scales. Max level.
Worthy addition to my arsenal.
Yuan Shan Fu. These are nice. Can get one of these as a bound spell. Spirit Leech has been changed. Does that damage per second, and I don't think that it is a random chance whether it does the damage anymore. But the Flock of Doom is probably the most useful one. But I'm thinking that I might want to go for Quartermaster and Logistician. Might be useful to have some of these spells here as well. But it's kind of in the future. You already have the most important part here. This one would be nice because it gives more missile strength and ammunition for the cannon, and also for the crane gunners and iron hail gunners and the fire rain rocket units when we get those. But I'm not sure here. Rank 15 we get the Jade Longma, which is a flying mount. I'm gonna go with the Eastern Fires.
From my ancestors.
Alchemist of Shangyang.
Let's try this.
Shall be crippling.
Oh, that is so lucky. And nice. Building upgrades available. Now we can move into the real work here. Let's upgrade the capital to level 4. It's half of our money. Nothing here. I want that one up. I need one young. Can I recruit a hero for one young? Yes, Chan Zhuanyan,
Alchemist of
which
the
is in
House
harmony.
of-
There is no reason to believe that we will move any harmony currently. The Zhulin caravan is ready to go, and the Haotian Chen caravan is ready to go. I'll do the Zhulin. We've been to Erengrad. We haven't been in Novchozi, nor have we been in Castle Drakenhof, or Altdorf for that matter. That is 7 turns, that is 9 turns. Novchozi is a better alternative, I think, for turn times. This doesn't really pay off. 9 turns. We will actually lose a bit of money there. And that doesn't pay off either. That definitely doesn't pay off. And that does not pay off either. Let's go to Novchozi. Then let's do some camera settings here. I don't need to see the movements of the Brotherhood of the Bear, the Druzhina Enclave. I mean, I know that's Empire factions, but it is... not sure why they did that. I know those are down there as well. Lorelorn, we definitely do not need to see Lorelorn. Nor do we need to see Bearsonling. There we go. That should help a little bit with the camera not going across the entire map all the time.
Do you seek the Storm Dragon's wisdom or strength?
You want me to join the war against the Blood Guzzlers? I don't want to do that, Zhao Ming. I'm sorry. You're on your own there. I don't want them starting to walk up into my territory. Failure, good.
The god bear roars in pain. A death rattle felt across the dimensions. Its arcane energy rips across the mortal plane, creating rifts and scarring the world with gateways into the Chaos realms.
Saberskin have been obliterated. And we finished the Alchemic Mortar. That would help. Harmony is balanced, good.
The Tome of Fates knows all. The rifts are our opportunity to reach the Chaos realms. Now, I truly earn my fee. And yet, a gateway opens both ways. While we may traverse the rifts to enter the realm of chaos, or even be transported to far-flung areas of this world, we must close the gateways not required, or the demon tide that flows forth will lay your lands in ruin.
Indeed. Now, these are the Chaos Gates, or Rifts. And the reason why I have placed my people the way that I have placed them is so that I can close the ones that I do not need. A quick little guide to these will be shown very shortly. Miao Ying is going to go to that gate, and she's going to enter it. However, we need to be able to close them. You can safely close a gate that your faction leader, because note that only your faction leader is allowed to enter the rift or to traverse them. You cannot do this with any other armies except for your faction leader army. You can close the gates either with using a general with an army, or you can close the gate using an agent with some money. What we'll do is that we'll take Miao Ying and we will go to this Tzeentch rift here.
To trespass upon the Chaos Realms is to step into a nightmare. 4 domains ruled by their cruel masters. Nurgle, the master of plagues. Slanish, the lord of excess. Tzeentch, the changer of ways. And Khorne, the blood god. We must visit each realm and steal a soul from a demon prince. For it is these souls, one from each of the great powers, merged together, that shall light the hidden path to the Forge.
Indeed. Now, the gates open-ish around every 30 turns, which is why I expected it to happen on turn 30 and not on turn 34. I don't know if it's random or whatever it is, but he will tell us that Ursun is ready to roar again around turn 55. The gates are open for 15 turns. The first turn, like this turn, in turn 35, nothing will happen with the gates. You have a 1 turn's grace period. In turn 36, the gates will spawn an agent of the respective Chaos Lord or God, I think, that the gate belongs to. And then on turn 37, 38, 39, armies will start spawning around them. You can close the gate that your faction leader has entered, because she will return at that point when she's done, or it's done, with whatever they're doing inside of the Chaos Realms. You can also use them to traverse the rifts. If I were to do that, I can move to anywhere on the map where there is a rift. So I could move all the way down to the other side of the map if I wanted to. I would have to pay 1,000 gold for it, but that's not that bad. Remember that the AI can also do this. So when you're playing on higher difficulties, if you're at war with someone on the other side of the map, you probably want to close down the rift as quickly as possible inside of your realm. And close the rift, that will, of course, as it says, close this gateway lest the demons frenzied by the maelstrom burst forth and lay your domain in ruins. What we will do is enter the Dark Prince's realm. I'm not sure if what I'm doing here is the best course of action, because some of the AIs will get souls on this first try, and what I'm going to do is somewhat different. You'll see.
The realm of chaos, a place unbound. The constraints of the mortal dimensions have no effect here. Only the whims of the dark gods matter. Yet there are places where no ruinous power claims influence. In the Forge of Souls, Be'lakor lurks, and Ursun dies. Until we have the 4 demon prince souls, it will remain out of reach. The Dark Prince's realm. Temptation, lust, and gluttony abound in this realm of desire. Confronting Slaanesh's champion will not be easy, for they are found within the 6 circles of seduction. As you journey inward, know that you will be lured by temptations beyond any your tepid imagination could conjure. In the center lies the Palace of Slaanesh, a monument to perpetual lust, excess, and debauchery.
I saw the anger crimsoning of chaos, and he was nourished by your cravings.
I'm not entirely sure what Slaanesh is saying there, but the Palace of Slaanesh is about getting down to that blue light quest marker down there. We traverse these gates down each ring until we get down there. The 6 circles of seduction. Now, every time we enter one of these gates, Slaanesh, well, not the first one, but every time we enter a gate after the first one, Slaanesh is going to tempt us with something. But there are also demons roaming around here with their armies, so might be some fights here. And as you can see there, the Chaos Realm is no place for mortals, and even demons will struggle in the domains of rival gods. The longer you spend here, the more your mind will be unhinged, and your lords afflicted with chaos traits. That is why I built the Skaven thing in... whatever the name of the place was. Khorne. Because now I have a 100% chance of removing that trait due to the 50% from that and 50% from that. I can remove a trait with 100% certainty every turn here. And it will only remove 1 trait per turn, so... yeah. You can't move on the first turn, you're in the Chaos Realm. And there are a couple of things that is worth mentioning here. Number 1, if you have entered a Chaos Realm, you are not allowed to enter another one within these rifts. So say that I go downwards here and I, for some reason, decide to leave. Even if the rifts are still open, Miao Ying will not be able to enter the rifts into any of the 4 Chaos Realms again until the next time Ursun roars. That is a very important thing to keep in mind, especially if you play on the higher difficulty levels. And again, as I mentioned earlier, only your faction leader is allowed to traverse the rifts, so that is something to keep in mind. Rather important thing to keep in mind, actually. And the 4 realms have very different playstyles. Slanish is here, Nurgle is down here, and if you go into the Nurgle realm, do keep in mind that you will be taking a substantial amount of attrition. So you'll want to have attrition mitigation in form of the reassuring presence for Miao Ying to suffer less attrition on your legendary lord. I think this is one of the reasons why they have increased the levels of the faction leaders to from 40 to something else. I don't know if it's 50, 60 or whatever it is, but at least it's no longer 40 because I managed to get my Tsarina of Kislev to level 42 before I stopped playing that specific campaign because I've never finished the campaign, so that's not something that I've done. Just play the game and try the various factions. And most of the other things I think I've mentioned. We'll level up Gidon. We're going to go with Specialist here to reduce cost and also increase the success chance. Note that the Alchemists are metal wizards. They also get the Enchanted Metallurgy ability, and then you get one of these. You can imbue someone's weapons. This one is reusable in combat. It has a cooldown of 90 seconds, as you can see. This one has a cooldown of 60 seconds. I like the Alchemists, but Metal isn't or wasn't the best lore. I don't know how Metal performs now in Warhammer 3. I know that one of the spells that probably will be rebalanced is the Penumbral Pendulum spell in the Shadow School, because that one is apparently really, really overpowered at the time that I'm recording this video. So, however, we are going to go close the rifts here. So that'll cost us 1500 since we're using an agent, but I'm willing to pay that. And the rift just disappears. This rift, I need to send an army down to deal with that. So we'll send Pingji Jiagu, Yuanshan Fu. Let's
Erect a shrine to our ancestors.
replenish our army. As for this Slaanesh rift down here, Wan Hao can deal with that, but keep in mind that the desert gives attrition, so we'll go up here. What the AI does with the rifts in their lands is more or less up to them, but keep in mind that the agents from those neighboring lands might decide to pop on over into your lands as well, so be prepared for that. And the agents do give the respective corruption of the Lord, the gods in question. Also, if you're wondering what this is the Great Maw, the chief deity of the ogres, which is in fact an enormous crater caused by a meteorite so huge it almost wiped the entire ogre race from the face of the world. Looks, kind of looks like a sarlacc. And yes, I realize that many of you will be commenting on the tentacles here, so let me just show these tentacles of Slaanesh's Palace of Excess in all its glory. Just so you've seen them, so that you can comment on that. Zhidong can move.
Natural authority.
The Alchemist isn't half bad in combat. She has very low armor. But her melee attack, melee defense, and weapon strength, it could be worse.
Wizard of Warpstone.
So I think we will... No, I will not merge that one into that one, because what the game does if you merge units together is that it always merges the unit that has the least number of entities into the largest number of entities, so I'll be losing these 3 chevrons if I do that. So I'll just disband this, and I'll take Zhidong and embed her into that.
An elixir of tirelessness.
Then we have building upgrades. 1200 for that. Yeah, we'll go this one. Like that, I think. Research is available. This one would be good. But I don't want to upset the balance currently, so I'll go with the administrative subsidies for now. The other ones... These 2 would be nice. These 2 as well. But we'll look at those later. Right now I want to be in Harmony. As you can see, Harmony also does the -5 corruption, which is quite important. We're done with the corruption in this province, so let's change this to... the Iron Dragon's Edict for more research rate. We'll keep the Iron... This one should be the Fire Dragon's Edict. It's here. This is where we need to change. We'll go to Iron Dragon here. On the gates, we'll keep them at growth for now. This province, we don't need the control anymore here, so we'll move that to research as well. And with that, we will end the episode here. And in the next episode, we will explore the realm of Slaanesh. So that should be interesting indeed. If you have any questions and or comments, I expect comments about the tentacles, then do please feel free to leave those in the comment section below. You'll also find the link to my Twitch channel and the community Discord server in the description. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next episode.